I'm a work in progress and I'm always going to be one. So in this episode, I'm going to tell you why that is and why you too should be always a work in progress. So just 2 weeks ago, I recorded another episode in which I expressed my feelings. I basically said that I'm feeling down, that I'm feeling uninspired, that I don't have the energy that I usually have, and everything that I did, whether it was working on my business, even doing something with my family or going to the gym, I just was not as enthusiastic and energized as I usually am. And this feeling, it lasted not only for a day or two, but literally for an entire week. Then I took some time to think about what's going on, what I need to change. And the mini vacation that I took last week really helped me to do so. So I went out, I walked a lot and thought about what's going on. I reflected on the past, looked into the future, where I want to be in the future, where I'm actually am right now. So this was a really good process. This mini vacation just came in very handy. And what I realized is that I'm a work in progress and that I'm always going to be one. And this is also why I titled this episode like that, because I really am, and not in a bad way, because being a work in progress means I'm not finished. I'm not a finished product, but on the other hand, I'm willing to improve. I'm willing to optimize. I'm open to new things, and I always move forward. Always forward, okay? And this goes literally for everything that I do. So whether it's for my health, fitness, whether it's business, whether it's family, I'm always a work in progress in all of those areas. Because truth is, if I stop improving, if I stop, move forward, then I'm going backwards. And I hate that. I don't want to go backwards, right? So let me explain that, how this idea applies to those fields. And I want to start with fitness. Let's say you're having a goal of losing 5 kilograms of body fat. And you put in the work. So you find yourself in a caloric deficit. Perhaps you do like a diet, you start exercising, and because you're like successful with it, you're losing 1, 2, 3, eventually 5 kilograms, and then you think you made it. Now, what's going to happen once you step this mark, this goal? And by the way, this is why the yo-yo effect occurs so often. Usually what happens once you reach this goal, you take the foot off the pedal and you're not going on with the same intensity. So perhaps when it comes to this fitness goal, now as you lost 5 kilograms, you think you can have some more chocolate. You might eat out more often. You might skip workouts, right? This is what happens. Again, yo-yo effect. It happens all the time. It's just a reality. And unfortunately, the weight that we lost, we gain back. Yo-yo effect. Again, this happens very, very often. The thing is, just because you reached this goal, losing 5 kilograms, doesn't mean you actually made it. Because what you actually need to do is set yourself a new goal. Maybe then it's losing even more. Or maybe it's completely another goal, like running a marathon. Maybe you want to add some muscle tissue now, but you need to do that. Because the moment you say, I made it, you're going backwards. You take the foot off the pedal and you're going backwards. And in fitness, that means you're going to gain weight again, okay? Not good. See, in fitness, I'm not impressed by someone who gets a six-pack. I'm really not. On the other hand, when you show me someone who keeps the six pack for a year, a year, 2, 3, 4, 10 years, or all his life, dude, this guy I admire. Because he figured out a way how to stay there, keep the six pack. Because getting there is easy. Like someone who is super motivated and want to go on a hardcore diet for 8 weeks, 12 weeks, he can possibly get a six pack. But being consistent with this diet or even keeping that low body fat percentage, this is actually difficult. And this requires so much more than just motivation, okay? So what I want to say here, and I think it's a very clear message, in fitness, there is no end goal. There is literally no end goal. You cannot say, Martin, you're having a six pack, you made it. And by the way, this is also why I hate all those influencers who just show off their physique all the time. Because yeah, kind of I'm guilty as well. But I also know, or let's say I've been doing this for so long, and I know by now that I can keep my physique. Because if not, if I'm going to show off my body, and I know it's only because I dieted super hard the past couple of weeks, and now I'm taking the foot off the pedal and I'm going to regain this weight, I just wouldn't dare to upload these pictures of me with a six pack, because it was just once in a lifetime. And unfortunately, many influencers do that. I don't want to call anyone out, but a lot of influencers do that. Now, to me, of course, I like my physique. Of course, I like to upload pictures of me with a six pack. But I also know, and this is very, very important, I also know the moment I'm going to say I made it and now I'm having a six pack now I can take it easy. Guess what's going to happen? I will, not taking fitness as seriously anymore. I'm not going to the gym anymore. I'm not eating clean anymore. Because the moment I'm going to say I made it, I'm going to regress. And I might up even losing the six pack. Okay? So it's so important that I just keep working on myself. And if I reach the six pack goal, then perhaps another goal comes up, or I whether it's a competition, whether it's a marathon, whether it's a vacation, whether it's a photo shoot, whether it's a marriage, you're set yourself those goals and really do that on a consistent basis. Because you don't want to be this person who, loses 5 kilograms or gets a six pack once, but then 2 months later, you're totally out of shape. So fitness is really a commitment for life, and not only an 8-week transformation, which means you need to be working on yourself. In other words, you're going to be a work in progress all your life. Okay? I want to give you another example. In business, so when I started Gym Performance, my online coaching business, I was skeptical at first. Is it going to work? Is it not going to work? Am I going to fail? Will I be successful? But then what I knew once I realized, okay, people are actually willing to give me money. I can make a living out of it as long as I help them, as long as I support them and make them achieve their fitness goals. This is going to work. I can make a living of it, but it's only going to work as long as I put in the work, as long as I provide value, as long as I show up for my clients. Okay? So, sometimes I don't even like getting up in the morning because I feel tired, or my baby girl interrupted my sleep, and all I want is just laying in bed. But this is when it counts. I show up anyway. Again, right now, my business is going really well. Okay? It's going really well. And honestly, it's going better than ever. But this doesn't mean I can just lay back, taking the foot off the pedal, not doing anything anymore. Because the moment I do that, I go backwards. The moment I do that, my business is no longer going to work. So what it means in business, I need to put in the work. I need to do the basics, post every single day, responding messages, just the very basics. I need to do that every single day. Okay? Because the moment I think I made it, my business will no longer work. It's just a harsh truth. Meaning, in my business, I'm always a work in progress. My business is always a work in progress. And I need to find way how to optimize it. I need to find ways like to improve it. And I will continue to experiment with it and put in the work. Because if I don't, this is no longer going to work. I'm always a work in progress. Okay? Another example. Let's talk about relationships. Now, have you ever been in a relationship where you feel very connected to someone? Maybe it's your partner, and you're going along very well, and you tell everyone our relationship is so good and we're bonding so easily, and it's going so well, and out of a sudden, what's going to happen, because you think it's going so well, you don't plan in date nights, you don't give gifts to each other anymore, you have no more respect for your partner. What's going to happen next? The relationship soon enough will fall apart. Because the moment you're no longer working it, the moment when you no longer put in the effort, or actually make an effort to make it work and get closer, it breaks apart. You either move forward or you move backward. So even in relationship, you need to work on it, otherwise it's going to break. Do you understand what I'm saying here? I think what you could ask yourself now is, Martin, what you're saying is, I need to work on my physique, on my fitness, on my health, but I also need to work on my relationships with my wife and with my friends. I also need to work on my business. Sounds like a lot of work, right? Now, here's what's most important. As long as you see it as such, as a chore, then you're going to have a hard time. I'm not denying that. You're going to have a hard time, and it will be very difficult to keep that up. When you're saying business, no, I'm not in the mood for that. Work, no, rather not. Fitness, it's so hard. I don't like to move my body that much. I'm not that energized. Relation, it's probably easier being single, right? If you go through life with this mindset, you're not going anywhere. You're going backwards. Okay? But not forward. You won't be successful. What you should be doing instead is seeing all these things as a blessing, as a gift, not a chore, not at all. See, personally, I'm very grateful to have 2 legs. I have 2 arms, I'm healthy, I can go to the gym, I can work on my body, sculpt my body, and this is a blessing. I want to do this. Yeah, sometimes it sucks, but do you know how many people are out there who wish they could work out, who wish they could walk on their own feet to the supermarket? Do you know that? Like, even going to the gym, it's a blessing. There are people who are not capable, not in a position where they can do that. So on one hand, you have those people who cannot do that, but they wish they had a healthy body, like legs and arms and body that's working. And then on the other hand, you have people who have like a healthy body, but they're just too lazy to work out. Doesn't make sense to me. Not really. Take the opportunity that you get, make the best out of it. Okay, do that. See it as a blessing. See it as a gift. You can walk wherever you want to go. You can work on your body. You can build your dream physique. So take this chance. Do it. Okay. Or my business. Yeah, it's very long hours. And most of the time I even work weekends too. It's not always fun. On the other hand, I can make money from home. I built this business and it's going better than ever. I literally made my big passion fitness as my profession. And even in my inner circle here, I know a lot of people would love to do that. They have a passion, they have a big hobby, they would love to make it as their work, but it's tough. Not everyone can do that. So for me, that's a blessing. I'm very grateful to have this, that I'm in this position, that I can make money with what I absolutely love, fitness. And for me, it's not so much work, because if I would see this work, I would certainly not do that like 6 a.m. in the morning, 10 p.m. at night, or Saturdays, Sundays. For me, it's more adventure. I actually like working on my business. And don't get me wrong, there are days when I would rather go out and enjoy the sun. I would rather stay at the beach somewhere, especially when I was in Brazil, like when the sun is out. Yeah, sometimes or it was not unusual. I have to admit that I would rather be somewhere out in the sun, staying at the pool all day long. But it doesn't bring me forward. I know what I'm doing it. I know I need to put in the work if I want to be successful with my business. And again, I'm in a position where I can make a living out of what I absolutely love. So this is a blessing. And I'm doing everything that I can to keep working on this business, because I really love this. Okay. Another example. So we had fitness, we addressed business, and then obviously relationships. You know, everyone who's been in a serious relationship for some years, it can get monotonous, repetitive. Maybe this spark and the flames like that you felt when you just fell in love in the beginning, right? Everything is so new and excited, and then eventually it will fade. It's a truth. But what you need to understand and maybe realize is, when you have a partner, you literally can share your life, all your ups, all your downs, all your feelings, all these cool adventures in life. You can share that with someone. You have someone at your side. So in my case, my fiance Gabriela, we're having our issues, and it's not always like, just happy time and happy world, but I have it at my side, and I'm having her, whether it's all like rainbows and unicorns, or whether I'm sad, I'm not as energized. She knows me, and I think there is nothing better than that. There's such like a good feeling to have. So just a little remember here, right? It's really something that beautiful. It requires work, yes, and sometimes it can be annoying. Like, how often do we fight over senseless things? But on the other hand, the moments, or just like the moments that you can share with each other, and just having someone you love at your side, dude, this is priceless, for real. It's just priceless. And you should be grateful to have a partner, or even to have friends. You should be grateful to have them, because they're there to support you when you're having a hard time. They're there to cheer you up when you're successful. You have their support. And at least me, I want to make sure that they remain in my life, that I still have them in 1, 2, 3, 5 years. So I better make sure that I give them a call every now and then, that I visit them, that I show my fiance that I love her. That's very important. Okay. So, see, as I told you earlier, I'm a work in progress. Always. I'm always going to be one. Because I either move forward or backward. The moment I say I made it is the moment I'm going to lose. So personally, I made it a mission to constantly improve, to learn every single day. Because remember, guys, even as little as 1% of improvement a day will sum up. And no matter where you are right now, at the very beginning in your fitness journey, or whether you already lost some weight, or whether you are doing competitions and you're like very advanced, remember to work on yourself. There is no finish line. Work on yourself every single day. 1% improvement every single day. Keep your eyes open. Take opportunities. Try to improve. Try to learn. Take action every single day, and you will be successful.